something real to Devon. All her back, her legs, her arms, she can cover up. So she's really no, that's right. The Breeders in the unit.
The problem is getting worse and worse.
He's Irish, I've never lost any lunch. Oh no, I did, I knew something. John, the chicken, has a pair of dolphins.
The next thing on we're looking this way is our president, Mr Terry Sadler, who will present the trophy to the season's winner, who I believe is Mr Keven Wiltshire.
Very well done. Thank you.
Big smile, Bo.
Big smile. I'll be. I'll wait to be with me under, babe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I don't think we've got anything else to do facing this way, so if you now care to turn your chairs round, facing towards the Canaries.
What colours are that? Yellow, they're all just well, no, that's something.
The other thing you don't know is he's bought the other side. So this is talking about the land, you know, it's not up to Blenheim Palace. It's getting bigger.
Yeah, another day.
East Estate.
No, every other year sort of thing. We've got round weekends, so I've got a few round weekends.
Okay, are you going to come and give us a little chat on this, some of these? Tell us at least what they are, if nothing else. Yeah? About there. Do you think you could, please?
Well, obviously this is a clear that Mark liked. This one's a foul bird. He's only got 2 white feathers in his tail. Well, if it's a cock or hen, don't know yet. The rest are all lightly variegated, bar this one, which is obviously a white. And thankless task judging them because they just change. They're tired because they're only babies, as you can see. The Yorkshire's up here going to sleep. That one up the end there was asleep earlier on. These 3 are all variegated, and this one, jury's out on this one at the minute. I'd like to see it when it's molting. It looks like it's going to be a south, but it's a bit light underneath. So. Apart from that, I mean, judging wise, as I say, they changed. I came out with the opinion, because this would make my wife really pleased, because this is her bird, the one she picked out. Quite often. something bigger than that. I have there's a couple, this one here and this one here I've been watching, and I like this one. Breeding wise, blood wise in my blood, this bird should be the best one, but we'll see what happens. It's, that's bred for my best stuff. But
Will they change a lot then as they get older?
they do. I mean, you look at a bird now like this one, very narrow, got no shoulders on it, and you think this ain't going to make it, and then all of a sudden it turns out it does. But at the minute, I'd say it ain't going to.
The markings are preset. What you've got in front of us now is the classes. You can tell us what class they're in for keeps. There's no alterations to it.
You can, in like this, they're variegated, but they could be yellow or buff, but this one's already started molting, and when I can see on the tips of his wings, I'd say he's a yellow.
Right.
I mean, some people can tell, but I've been caught when you think a bird's a buff or a yellow and it goes the other way. And then you get the awkward birds that buff and yellow.
What do you think of the white one is okay?
Well, I was thinking it was going to be a buff, but I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a yellow. But to me, the father looked like a buff, and the hen's definitely a buff. So I was expecting a buff, but it could be wrong. So it could be wrong with the other white.
Yeah.
The father could be a yellow as well.
At what stage can you tell whether they're cocks or hens?
Yeah. Very.
When they whistle.
When you sell them.
Yeah, they come back as you sold it as an hen and it's a cocker, yeah. But no, I've got the very first two birds I bred, there was three in the nest. And when I weaned them off, it was just continued fighting. And I parted them, and the birds 1 and 2 are actually cocks, are out there whistling their hearts out now. And I had to single them up. All these came out of a flight tonight, got them out of a flight. But these two, I had them in the flight, but they was just terrorising the rest of them, these two birds, so I had to part them. So I know they're cock birds. As for these here, I haven't a clue yet what they are.
So roughly at what sort of age would they start whistling, do you reckon?
They vary. I mean, you can get a bird whistling now, and you think it's a cock bird, and you in your mind you've had it as a cock bird, and then when you get to the breeding season, you find it's hen. It's because some hens do whistle. They're not a full song with a cock bird's throat will go, but in young stages they chatter and whistle away, and you think, oh, that's going to be a cock bird, but it ain't always the case.
So when they have cock and hen classes that young bird shows, it's a bit of a guess as to whether they're really cocks or hens.
Normally at a young bird show, it's not. You go by the colours. You don't normally have a cock and a hen in a young bird show.
But when you come out to the top of annual shows, they normally have unflighted.
Yeah, you've got unflighted cock or hen, yeah, and you've got that bird in there. It's what your decision. Basically, the judge just accepts what, not unless it's clear that it's wrong. I wouldn't like to judge a sex to say that was definitely. If the exhibitors put it in as that, you normally let it go. I mean, I showed our annual show, took best opposite sex with a variegated hen. That bird now hasn't built a nest all year and hasn't showed any signs of laying, and it hasn't sung a note. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it was one of the best birds I've bred, and just ain't doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, very annoying.
Saying that, Keven, I've got a 4-year-old to have a finch cock that's only filled eggs this year. He's never filled an egg before.
Well,
Just didn't fancy any of the ladies they put him with.
there's a couple of birds here. These two. The hen, last year, I didn't have a fertile egg off her. But the cock bird, I bred 6 youngsters off the year before. And this year, well, she's had 9 youngsters. I've lost one of them. So I've got 8 youngsters off her at the moment. Yeah, I didn't get anything last year. So, it's how your luck goes.
Oh.
So what's your favourite then? Variegated clears or Or have you got a favourite sort of colour?
Well, I haven't really. I mean, years ago people used to say that I bred darks. It was just the fact I had lots of darks and did well with darks.
Yeah.
And then a few people came to my shed years later and was made about the clears and the variegators out in there. But it isn't by choice I do that. It's just. But if you go in my shed now, the bulk is dark again. I mean, people say, oh, he likes darks.
It's just the fact the better ones are the dark, so you keep that.
Well, and like we just said, this is one of the ones that the mother of that's 6 years old. This is the only chick I've got off her this year. But all my hens are bred, lots of them are bred down from there. I've got daughters, granddaughters.
And she's still breeding at 6.
Yeah.
That's good going.
As I say, just one this year. And the ironic thing, I've hardly ever had a cockbird off her. She breeds hens. So I'm hoping that this, because she's like this is the one, she's just got the tail marking as well. So hopefully I've got a hen to replace her. But I can't see next year being with me.
So percentage-wise, then, do you breed more cocks and hens or vice versa?
I've been very fortunate the last few years that I've bred a big percentage of hens. Most people say they bring 75% cockbird, some people hardly breed a hen, but I've been fortunate in one way, and in another way, because I don't like keeping loads of hens, because you want to pair them up.
Yeah.
So I don't mind spare cockbirds in the shed, which other people don't like, but you can't be tempted to pair them up because you've got the vents for them. So they come out.
Yeah, you can shift.
Start to do it.
Yeah, they're going.
All off the bed.
Do you want to talk about yours now?
Not really.
Do you want to ask some questions about them then?
Pardon?
Do you want to ask questions about them?
Yeah, that one thing, I reckon that is a south.
Yeah.
I've bred it from 2 souths, anyway. So, and I'm not going to colour feed that, because you don't have to do it.
No.
No. So, but the others I will colour feed. But that one, I just keep it in a top cage so it's away from anything getting colour on.
Yeah.
If I did colour feed it, what colour would it go, do you think?
It's
Just intensifies the colour of the
It would be a stronger green, or would it go to a more cinnamon?
It'd be a green.
You'll
Would be
probably get a bit of bronze in it.
Be like
Yeah, bronze, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
It's sort of lizard straight.
It wouldn't go to
Long-cap
a,
lizard.
yeah, it wouldn't go to a real sort of dark green like you get in a budgie
Not
colour,
green
would
green,
it?
no.
No.
It'd be an orangey green, wouldn't it? Like a cinnamon bread bird.
Would it? Yeah. Yeah.
So will you call the judge then, on colour feed, yeah, because you said there's some light underneath?
That could bolt out, I mean,
Oh, right.
Could go dark, wouldn't it?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it all depends how
The
big
buffering
the,
will anyway, won't it? It'll be lighter.
yeah, in borders I always look, if it's behind the legs then,
Yeah. Well, I think if you look at that one, you've got dark legs compared to the other ones.
yeah,
And I think in a south they have got dark
the
legs.
darker version,
Yeah.
yeah, dark legs,
Yeah.
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 Have you got any other colours?
No,
cinnamons,
mostly
whites,
no cinnamons, no whites, nothing at all. Just those dark ones, the variegated. Yeah.
and clears.
Yeah, 2 or 3 clears. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you pair 2 clears together, you expect you're going to get clears, don't you?
Or
But,
depends on
yeah,
genetics, how
yeah,
they're bred.
yeah.
You pair two
Oh, yeah,
variegates
yeah.
together and breed clears therefore.
I put 2 clears together this year, right, which were both bred from clears last year. Right, well, they thrown variegated.
Yeah.
Strange, isn't it? And that pops up.
Do you get more variegated on them when if you pair 2 variegated together? Or is it
No,
just-
I'm clears.
Yeah.
It's all to do with
You
the
can get dark as well from.
It's all to do with the
It all depends what people have bred before, what they come from.
Kevin, a question for you.
Okay.
In a nest of Irish chicks I've got at the moment, I had one about 3 or 4 days old that was a foster chick that I chucked in there. Then I had a chick hatch 2 days ago and the chick's gone yellow. Now I thought that was like the black spot belly thing and it'll die, but it's still alive. But the chick is yellow. And another chick is hatched and
the
it's
skin's
grey.
yellow.
Yeah, skin's yellow. What's wrong with that? I got the...
Have you fed it well and it's fat?
I haven't fed it at all.
Around it.
I haven't fed it. It's only like 2 days old. It's not got a beard coming around. But I wonder whether they had red mite in the nest or anything, so I've changed the nest anyway. I couldn't see any mites, but I've changed the nest down anyway. Just in case, because it's quite muggy out. Bleached the cage out, so I don't know.
No.
But it's from a pair of kids, but they've had chicks before and they never look that yellow. It looks like anemic, like some sort of mad yellowness. You see all this internal organs and everything in this little body, it's very weird. It'll probably die, to be honest.
I think it's
I think the Lord will take it. They didn't have it. That does
Kevin, years ago, I've heard a lot of the older border men, 30, 40 years ago, to get depth of colour in their borders, have used things like nasturtium leaves. Have you ever tried that?
No.
To get that richness of that deep buttercup yellow in your yellows?
A lot of people use marigolds.
Yeah, that and all, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, years ago, people used to put double yellow up there
Yeah,
and try and improve the colour. Yeah.
they tried that years back with the Yorkies, didn't they, back in the late 70s. But of course what they were doing, they were getting long and snaky, and it didn't work with them at all.
Thins them out all around the neck and the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you put cinnamons into them.
That's right.
Yeah, as I say, the only people I know use marigolds.
Yeah.
I don't.
You can't grow them.
You're right there. Absolutely right. My wife will tell you, I grew a tray of them this year.
Yeah.
No good.
And they've all died.
No, there's about 8 in the tray. All the seeds, about 8.
That's probably what it's done.
Was that nasturtium? One of the two.
I did, and the hair went white.
Really?
Is that what it was?
The colour feature in your water.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
I'm playing the wood for that.
Pat my legs.
I afford you for it.
Not a good year for growing anything this year at the moment.
Well, cannabis grew pretty well, no laugh, doesn't it?
Did you get your spinach then?
Yeah, well, I put, bought a packet and put it in the thing.
Even if it sounds rich.
Amazing, they all.
Yeah, we did. But we're not able to dig anymore.
What is, yeah, it pops onto it.
I'll tell you, 2 years ago, he made this, and my little grandson went home, he waited all over, just waiting for all these things. Oh God, I moved the stick so that it looked as if it,
And there's a break like a give a load of nutrients when you get it.
This is spinach, yeah. That's massive. Yeah, it grew like it was just like I thought he disaster. He got it all up because he was putting it in his wheelbarrow.
Anything you want to add, Kev, to it? Anything you want to say about canaries in general?
No, you know me. I don't talk a lot.
Well, you've done very well tonight. Thanks very much for standing up there. I think it only remains to be said then that next month is the Young Stock Show, so all you people who have bred a lot, we'd like to see you bring on a good lot of cages with different varieties in, and hopefully we can have a very good day as we normally do. Look forward to seeing you then.
Right, cool. Thank you, Roger.